Hey guys, welcome back to Minecraft video, and for this video we're going to be doing the Parkour mod slash the Smart Moving mod. Now people call it different names depending on like who you are, where you downloaded it, all that kind of stuff. So even though I am calling it the Parkour mod, I do think it's called just the Smart Moving mod. You'll probably find out that there's both in the description and both in the title. So today I've prepared obstacle course and it's pretty cool. There is a few things that probably need changing. I have tried it once and it seems to be working pretty well. So we've got to climb under a few things. We're going to jump into this water right after from up there. We're going to go through these obstacles. Then I'll be swimming in the water around here, which is really cold. And then I'll be flying in the sky just to finish off the day. So there's some pretty cool new features. So the first feature we have, and I'm going to be playing in this mode so you can see the animations. So don't think that you have to play in this mode. You can play in other modes, for example, but it's really up to you. So once you get near these ladders, all you have to do is just press the W to climb up and you're sorted. Even though there's not ladders in every single one, that is fine. Just pressing W, you'll be able to climb up them with no trouble whatsoever. You can also see like the new animations, so let's climb up it. There we go, that's the new animations. So there's some pretty cool things right there. And then when you reach the top, you just press Control and you're sorted. Now, in case you don't know what control is the button that is probably the most bottom left key on your keyboard. It's like Control, Alt, Delete. So that's the control I'm on about. So let's move on. So hopefully you know where that is. So yeah. So once you're below some trapdoors or some iron bars, wow, whatever that is, you can press Control and then you're climbing on it. So press Control, go forwards, or W to go forward, and that will allow you to climb on these iron bars, which is pretty awesome also. So let's go above these. There we go. So if those were trapdoors, you could actually do the same. So pretty cool. So now if you press Shift, then the Tab key, and hold the space bar, the longer you hold the space bar, the higher you jump. So if I let go now, there we go. So if we go right here to measure up, normal space bar, here we go. See, we just kind of climb to the top of those 3 blocks right here. But if you press Shift, Tab, Spacebar, you hold the spacebar for a second, you will be able to see that you jump slightly higher. You don't have to hold it for that long, but it's about 3 seconds. If you hold it for 3 seconds, you jump the highest. Then obviously 1's the lowest, for example. But all you have to do once again is press Control, Space, and there we go. So Control, Space, forwards, there we go. We climb up. So we literally just climbed up 3 blocks, which was not possible before in Minecraft Vanilla. The sun's going down, so you might have to hurry up. So now we face the bottom vine, and you notice that there's no blocks behind it, so usually you won't be able to climb up this. You press Control at the bottom vine. Let me just quickly change. There we go. You press Control. Let's see if this works. Come on. You have to go close enough, but then also not too far. So let's see. There we have it. So now all you have to do is press spacebar and you will climb up. It did take a while to get it sorted out, but it wasn't that bad. And once we're at the top, it's awesome. So what we could do now is just fall. Can you see the falling animation? I will just kind of show you guys real quick. So let's fly up, and here we're flying. The great thing about this flying is if you face down, there we go, you will notice that there's quite a few awesome things that you can do, especially if you're pressing W to go forwards. Like wherever you face, that's where you go. So if I face down, there we go. And we're just like flying around, so that's pretty cool. If I continue to press W and face up, we will go up. And let's go back to where we were. We are going really far. If you had a cape from Minecon, this will look amazing. But now if I press spacebar twice to fall, here we go. That's our falling animation, and that's pretty fancy also. So let's fly up to the top once again. So for our next animation, what we're going to be doing is jumping into that little pool down there. All you have to do is press Sprint, Control, Spacebar, and let go of Spacebar, and there we go. So you hold your Control and you hold your Sprint, and that will sort that out. Let's do it one more time. It is one of those you got to practice, so if you don't do it the first time, don't worry, just keep trying, and you will be able to do it eventually. So it's Sprint, Control, hold Spacebar, let go of Spacebar, there we go. So Spacebar is like one of those things you press, and you let go right at the end. The thing that's obviously really annoying is that you got to do loads and loads of controls, but besides that, it's not so bad. So let's go up to this wall. Now, as I have done before, you can press spacebar Control. There we go, spacebar, and we climb up, and you're over. So that's a feature you can use. And then also if you press Shift Control, you will be able to crawl underneath blocks. So I've actually, something weird has happened. I've activated something on my computer, I think. Control, so let's go forwards. There we go. Look, can you see that mouse? I've activated something. But don't worry about that. Hopefully your computer hasn't got it. I don't know how that turned up. Okay, so the next one we have is sort of like obstacle jumping. So let me just run forwards. So sprinting is the best one to be using. It's just a lot easier to activate these features. So we press W twice to sprint walk. Then we press double A, double D. There we go, double A. And you can actually do this backwards, which is pretty funny. So that's a pretty cool feature. It's one of those things you can use, but I don't think anyone will be using every single one of these features. You'll probably use one more than the other. If you are doing like a little, I don't know, like water slide mod, you can use like the diving option. If you are using like a little parkour map, you can use like the crawling option or like this jumping option. You know, there's pretty cool things that you can use. So it's really up to you. So I've just gone into survival mode, and why I have done this is because if you sprint and press control, you have this little like ultra lightning speed that allows you to run for a few seconds extremely fast. It does take a while to kind of like regenerate. It's like an extra ability bar that you do have, which is pretty cool. But besides that, it doesn't do much else. You know, whilst you are sprinting, you can hold down control, and there we go. We are running quite fast right there. And that's like almost the final feature. But the last one and complete last one we have is swimming. So now if we go into the water, we have two animations here. If you hold spacebar and then swim on top of the water, this is like an animation as if you were like sort of like stroll swimming, nothing too intense. But now if you go under the water, you will notice that there is another animation like if you are swimming like a frog. This is like GTA swimming, like, you know, most video game swimmings rather than before, where we just like, you know, falling under the water, then not. And if you hold spacebar, you will get back to the top of the water. So this does actually like, you know, wrap up this mod. So thanks guys for watching. If you have any questions, please post down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you all very soon with another video. Peace out.